Hello, I'm Louise and I'm the Children and Young People's Facilitator for Suffolk Mind. As a primary school teacher, as well as being a mum to two school-aged children, I understand the pressure that parents are currently feeling to do everything perfectly all at the same time. Home learning, working whilst taking care of children, or taking difficult shifts to help with the current situation. This as well as keeping everyone fed, managing finances, being concerned about relatives and friends and what the future holds, and looking after the family's physical and mental health. It's more important at this time than any other that we try not to put unnecessary pressure or judgment on our children. Whilst it's important that they are occupied and have an element of stretch and challenge, the benefit of looking after their emotional needs during this uncertain period is much greater than the need to complete structured distance learning. This time is unusual, and as such our response should be unusual and allows space for connection, calm and creative and engaging learning in unconventional ways. At the moment, children are feeling insecure. They've had abrupt endings to school and they've been removed from usual activities and friends without truly understanding the reasons for this. Their need for control and security is not being met in the usual ways through schools and clubs, and they may be very aware of the uncertainty we're all facing. Whilst there are lots of things we cannot control, we can talk to our children about the things that we can control. Allow them to meet their need for control by choosing activities or food and explain what the day will be like for them, whether they're at home or in emergency childcare. Make a loose routine, so time for quiet activities, time for outdoor exploring, time to do something together, time for lunch and time for free choice. This will allow them to feel that they have control over their day and they know what to expect. If they're in emergency childcare, talk to them about what to expect as much as you can and when you'll be collecting them. If they're at home and you're working from home, create a list of activities together that you're happy for them to do independently as much as they like, such as reading, drawing, Lego or playing in the garden. Praise them and reassure them that they are doing so well and you're so proud of them for trying their hardest. This is a new situation for us as parents and guardians, and juggling work with childcare is extremely tricky, but it's beneficial to you both if you make time to do things together. Let your child know when you'll be free to do an activity with them and let them lead, whether that's playing a game, a nature walk, art activities, baking, finding mini beasts, trying yoga together, creating obstacle courses or treasure hunts, or even making something you need as a family, like baking bread for breakfast or asking them to write your shopping list as you add to it together. Learning occurs all the time when you interact and do something different together. Whilst there is structured learning in worksheets and online platforms, the deepest learning and the lasting memories happen through connection and interactions with parents and guardians. At the moment, all of the family living together in one space without being able to go out to activities may be challenging. Children need to have privacy and time for quiet as much as we do as adults. Encourage your child to spend time playing, reading or drawing alone without siblings for periods of time throughout the day. At family times, involve them in getting the family meal ready. Try having at-home restaurant family theme nights with food and music, or playing a game together after dinner, or giving them responsibility for a particular household task such as setting the table or looking after or training a pet. Allow the children to see that you need them in your family team, as this will meet their need for status, meaning and purpose within your family. There's so much information available about how to educate from home, both from schools as well as activities and online tutors. But in order for your child's emotional needs to be met, they need to feel connected to you. A quiet story together can be much more valuable than a whole checklist of tasks to complete. So try not to feel the pressure to be the perfect parent and be confident in your approach to being creative with learning. You are the only ones who can give your children the security and connection that they need at this unusual time. If you'd like more ideas or more information, please go to the Suffolk Mind website, which is www.suffolkmind.org.uk.